Missing someone. Missing someone. Missing someone. With all your heart. Missing someone. With heart. How much you missing? And you.
Hey y'all, yeah, I'm outside enjoying this hot ass weather. Anyway, today I wanted to talk about the 4 red flags of dating. If you're new here, welcome to the Single Chronicles. And if you are tuning back in, thanks for coming back. Make sure you like, subscribe, shoot a comment if you want to, and hit that bell for notifications so you can get more of these videos and I can have a reason to keep doing them, I suppose. But anyway, today I want to talk about the red flags of dating. Why? Because who wants their time wasted? As was the first thing I posted this season. And 9 times out of 10, the red flags that we tend to ignore that resonate and become something crazy later on down the road, guess what? We probably saw them on the first date and didn't pay in mind because it was cute, or they had nice whatever, hair, teeth, I don't know. But the point is, we probably ignored it. So today I'm going to break down only 4, because guess what? I could be here all damn day and not get anything done, and then I have to edit it down for like the next week and a half. So I'm only going to give you 4 red flags of dating to ignore and to steer clear of. So you've been talking to a certain someone over the phone, emails, texts, and all that other stuff for a while now. You guys are ready to take it up a notch and go on that first date. And everything seems fine. They look good in person. You're not catfish. They match their profile picture. Everything is perfect. Y'all get to a restaurant, sit down, and this person is complaining about everything. From the waiter, waitress, from the food. You mean I gotta eat this soup hot? Where y'all sitting at? The temperature. Oh, the parking, getting there. Oh, just everything. Everything they're complaining about, just overly critical, just nothing makes them satisfied. They can't find shit right with this date. And you're just sitting there like, what do you do? And you kind of disregard it and play it off because you're just trying to get through the night at this point. Yeah, be careful. This is a super red flag, because not only is this a toxic person like I mentioned last week, this is a complete narcissist. And they are not the type of people that you want to date. Trust me. Steer clear. Matter of fact, don't steer clear. Run for the hills. Just look at the exit and go straight for it. Because trust me, you do not want to end up with a person like this, because nothing is going to make them satisfied. And eventually they're going to take that shit out on you. Prime example, they start talking about their ex. Oh my God, my ex was like Satan, Lucifer, Lilith, whoever, whatever demon from Christian mythology you could think of is just out there. They're like, oh my God, this person was just evil. My baby mom did this. My baby dad did this. And they were this and this. They were just evil, Satan on wheels. And you, again, disregard this because you know what? You've had some shitty exes in your past. Because look, let's just face it. If you hadn't have shitty exes, you wouldn't be single. You'd probably be with that person and thus not be on this date now. So you take it with a grain of salt. But there's a difference between knowing the fact that you dated poorly in the past and just trashing the ex that you was with. If they was so bad, why'd you stay with them? Better yet, why'd you knock that person up or have a baby bomb? But hey, to each his own. I'm not judging. Why? Because they take everything out on you eventually. And at first it seems cool because they're like, all right, they're getting you in the grasp. So they're being really, really overly nice. And they're just polite and everything. And then boom. They start complaining about exes, relatives. They start complaining about the current situation and complaining. Complaining. And it's like, God, I can't win. The one with all this personal baggage and trauma from their previous relationship, or just anything in general. Now, this, you really can't blame the person for it because they haven't gotten over the things that, hurt them in the past. While this really isn't something that's like a thing to stab or poke fun at, is a red flag is that person has not gotten over the person that they was with, and you're just either you're going to be a rebound and they're going to flee your ass down the road, or they might go back to their ex, or they might just eventually just be crazy and just might be still stalking their ex. It's a difference between being comfortable with a person you just met and opening up to some extent, and them treating you like you're a fucking shrink and just laying all this deep trauma on you, like their childhood. And while you should be okay and let somebody know, look, I got some shit in my past and I want to be open and honest, you got to be careful with how much a person opens up to you. You know what's wrong with a person that has baggage? That means that they don't have the capacity or the ability to process that shit that they done went through and get it out their system, and they haven't healed yet. Nobody needs to be, you are not entitled or required to be with someone who hasn't healed. And while I'm okay with you guys healing each other and, he got me through the tough times, I got them through the tough times, for better, for worse, sicker and poor, all that other good stuff. That's okay to some extent. You don't want anybody laying all their shit on you and then you feeling obligated to help them because you're probably an empath. I don't know. The point is, you don't have to deal with that fucktivity. That's just toxic. So y'all sitting there, he's asking you open-ended questions, or she's asking you open-ended questions. You're answering them and everything seems fine. They seem like they're kind of attentive. Oh my God, I found a good one. And then all of a sudden, as soon as you end your statement, they make it about them. So you start talking about how your father or had some type of sickness or recently passed away, heaven forbid. And then they start talking about, my father wasn't. That means that they have a problem being humble. I don't know. But the word of the day is self-centered. You do not want to date somebody that's self-centered, that everything must revolve around them. This is another part of being a narcissist, in my opinion. And I'm no psychologist, I'm no shrink, but who wants to date somebody who constantly makes everything about them? And I'm not talking about somebody who's like a chatterbox. I'm a chatterbox. Hello. I be having to edit the shit out of these videos. One way to kind of really pinpoint this is that immediately after you finish a sentence or saying something, they jump right on in. It's like they're not really listening to what you're saying. They're just waiting for their turn to talk. That is a self-centered person, and you might want to keep it moving. You don't want to date somebody that's self-centered. Now, if you call them on it and tell them about it and they check themselves, hey, cool, all the better. But if not, while those are things that you avoid that are kind of, hard to detect, really, sometimes you don't even notice them until the second or third dates. Shit, sometimes you don't even recognize it until you have done the hibbity-dibbity. Yeah, try having sex with a narcissist or somebody that is very superficial. Chances are you're not going to be getting pleased, and you're going to be on the receiving end of a shitty sexual encounter. Because they ain't going to be worried about you getting off. They're going to be like, I'm good. You good? Oh, well, shit. You should have got off when I got off.
If a conversation starts with, what did you mean by that? It is not going to end with, oh, now I know what you mean by that. Let's go to GameStop.
While we're talking about sex, let's just say the conversation has come up. We're grown. We could talk about it. We could say, hey, what do you like? What do you don't like? But when this mother effer start talking about doing some weirdo shit and that you don't even know that you into, yeah, you might want to steer clear of that. Like, don't be telling me your weird ass fetishes and stuff and we ain't even like ordered dessert yet. Come on now. I hate that shit. That shit is the worst. Man, I've dated some crazy ass weirdos that done asked me to do some weird shit. Look, I ain't for that whole doing something strange for a drop of change. I'm not for it, and I never have been, and I ain't going to start now. While I do have that side to me, Come on, man. You can't just open up the freak and the weird to somebody. You can't just lay it on them like, yeah, can you put the fingers in my butt? Huh? What? Can you pee on me? Wait, what? Or I like to be watching, or whatever these fetishes that are, oh, I like feet. Like, I remember one time I went on this date and this guy was like, do you have pretty feet? And I'm like, I guess. And from there on, they started obsessing about my feet. Why y'all don't wear sandals? Because it's fucking November. Who wears sandals in November? What, dude, if you don't get out of my face. And then he was like, oh yeah, I'm going to treat you to a pedicure, and then I'm going to rub your feet. First of all, I'm ticklish. You going to get kicked in the fucking face. Out of here with that mess. While I appreciate someone who appreciates parts of my body that look good or whatever. And by the way, if you're thinking about it, yes, I have nice feet. But the point is that I don't need nobody that's over here fetishizing over body parts. That shit is weird. Keep the weird and the freaky stuff to yourself, because I ain't about it. No. While I got my level of weird, I'll wait down the road to reveal it. I don't do that shit on the first date. Nobody does. Surprise them later on down the road after y'all done had a few encounters, because trust me, you don't want no unwanted weird behavior in the beginning that you're not comfortable with. Y'all going out and this fool talking about he wants you to do a line of cocaine on his chest while a midget ride his face. Wait, what? Who says that? Like, who does that? Dude, we only went on 2 dates. We sitting in the movies and you whispering weird shit to me. Are you serious? Who does that? Really? Like, I can't. I just can't. I'm sorry. Man, I have some horror stories. And this is why I don't do those date and swipe apps like Tinder. Because as soon as you swipe one way or don't swipe, or you like, however the app, depending on which one it is, trust me, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm not saying you can't find love on them apps, but 9 times out of 10, I've had nothing but nightmares and horror stories, which is why if you see a profile of mine, it's at least 5 or 6 years old before my last situationship. It's just scary out there, man. Like, I'll sit up there and type in the profile what I want, and then people won't give you what you want. They act like they give you what you want. The next, oh my, you know what? Just be careful. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to the Single Chronicles. Today we talked about the red flags of dating and why they are so important and why you should not ignore them. There are many others, but I decided to just tackle these ones for now because these are ones that I've ignored in my past, and I felt that had I not did that prior to now, my dating options would have been way different and probably much better. But you know, you live, you learn, and had I not made those poor choices, I would not be here giving you advice on how not to make those poor choices as well. I wanted to kind of touch base on that because a lot of times the first few moments of getting to know someone, they will tell you or explain everything they need that you need to know about them. Are they full of themselves? Are they giving you options to talk? Are they asking all the questions? Whereas if, you know, it's a situation where, you know, it's open in the conversation, or they're constantly on your phone, or they're doing this or they're doing that. Just kind of look for those little things so that you can just kindly and respectfully decline future dates. Hopefully this information will help you. Hopefully you enjoyed this video because, again, these are things that I've ignored in my past, and I don't want you to ignore them. If they are a toxic feminist or masculine, have toxic masculinity, yes, you might want to thwart that because these are things in the future that are going to hurt and hinder your relationship. Are they a narcissist? Are they bitter? Do they have baggage? Whatever those things are, you have to make sure you say, look, I'm sorry, but you need to get your stuff together, and I had fun, but I have to decline future dates. Whatever it is, these are things that are important because you're looking to find a mate, not a problem. So until next time, guys, be awesome. be you. And don't forget to like, subscribe, comment if you have any other tidbits you think I might have missed. And be sure to share if you want. These videos are totally shareable. Again, be awesome, be you.